What's going on, world? Coming at you guys again. We got another quick video. Today we've got mixed berry and Sprite lemon lime soda. Let's check it out. Cause women love when you flap the mixed berry. By Kool-Aid. Should give a nice blue flavor. Let's go ahead and open this up. Ooh. Refreshing. That's right, gotta shake it up. Got the mixed berry going. Open it up. Give it a good smell. Let's get this top ready just in case. Oof, got it all in there. And again, this is mixed berry Kool-Aid and Sprite lemon lime soda. Man, looks like Miracle-Gro, doesn't it? Go ahead and shake this up. Give it a good mix. Whew. Here we go. Mix this up. Give it a nice dark hue. See my kung fu skills? Now all I need is some nunchucks and some rope. And really mix this thing up really good. So again, this is mixed berry Kool-Aid and lemon lime Sprite soda. Look how dark it's getting. It's getting the water's so blue. You know, funny enough, right now people are talking about Snap and how soft drinks or soda shouldn't be on Snap. These guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, the reality of the situation is there is nutritional sustenance within soda. There are different levels to it for level of health in which can be attributed to different types of soda. I would personally utilize sodas that are clear because a majority of the sodas have chemicals in it, petroleum-based chemicals like Red 4-D, you know, Yellow 5, you know, all the rest of these, Green 13 or whatever the situation is, right? But, you know, Sprite is probably the healthiest out there because it doesn't have any artificial colors in it. And the primary component of why soda should be on SNAP or EBT is because it is calorically high, right? And you don't have to drink it all that, you know, concentrated. It's the same correlation and consideration as when you drink concentrate when you try to make juice. The other reality situation is you can mix, like Sprite, you can mix this with water and, you know, or dilute it with water. And then it'll give you like calories if you're low on calories. Especially if you're probably on SNAP or EBT, you're struggling financially. And the reality situation is if you're diabetic, you know, and you need something that has glucose in it or fructose or sugar to keep you from, you know, falling into hypoglycemia or a diabetic shock, you know, this is something that you can utilize to get you where you need to go. You know, if you need to go to the hospital or get your insulin shot or whatever the situation is. And again, this is very high in carbohydrates, and you don't have to drink it straight. You can dilute it with water. You know, one of the funny things is, you know, I used to work in the emergency room, and we had a guy who was training for a marathon, And he was all about proper fitness and nutrition and drinking water, etc., etc. And unfortunately, he thought that drinking water and water alone would sustain him because water is an ergogenic. Unfortunately, because he drank so much water, he flushed his cells and he went into a coma and had seizures, and he died because he drank too much water. And that's a real thing. You even see this on talk shows or radio shows where people drink a gallon of water in one sitting and they drown themselves through hyponatremia. So, the reality situation is, everything with moderation. And while, soda gets a bad rap because of all the chemicals in it, some sodas aren't that bad, especially if you're working out in the sun all day, every day. If you dilute it with water, it'll give you some calories to keep pushing forward, as well as having enough water with it as an ergogenic to keep you hydrated. But that's enough of a lesson today. Let's check out this mixed berry Kool-Aid lemon lime soda. We're using Sprite. Look at the color on this, man. This is super blue. We started off super clear, and now this is like super blue, super dark blue, right? This is a really cool looking blue. Check out this blue, man. This is American flag blue. Good old Sprite. Sprite's been around forever. Obey your thirst, right? That's what we're going to check out today. A little bit of spin on it with some mountain berry flavoring from Kool-Aid. Got to be careful with it. Ooh, see some carbonation. Okay, not too much. So, right off the bat, we open it up. Got that good smell test. Got the good berry going in. Clearly still got some carbonation coming through. It's nice and blue. Let's check it out. Oh man, that's a really good. One of the benefits about utilizing like a Kool-Aid packet, in this specific instance, we have the mixed berry, is traditionally when you make Kool-Aid, utilize a large amount of water with your Kool-Aid packet, and then you have to add a bunch of sugar in. This, you don't. You can take a singular Kool-Aid packet. This is a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle of Sprite, and it already has the carbohydrates or sugar inherently added into it already. So, it's a lot less messy. And the reality situation, it's a lot easier to manage if you're on the go. If you want to, change up and, implement some type of improved flavor profile for your diet. And again, you don't necessarily have to drink this straight. You can put this over ice. You can add it with juice. You can add it with water. I would highly suggest that, if you're out working all day, every day in the sun, and you want to maintain some form of hydration, I would highly suggest utilizing water with some type of soda if that's the only alternative that you have, because there's a lot of carbohydrates within soda, and the clearer the soda, the better off you're going to be. So something like Sprite is probably the most healthy original soda that's on the market, and this will give you the opportunity to not only maintain hydration, but make sure you get enough calories and enough sugar for your mitochondria to burn off of, right? Let's try one more sip. Check it out. Oof. And it's still got that sour flavor, right? So it's still a little sour. It's not overly sweet. You got a good flavor profile from the blue, the mountain berry. And it's still got that crisp, carbonated, refreshing Sprite flavor. Definitely something to check out. Next time we'll do it in a slushy. We'll freeze it and check it out. How about that?